Tracker Chief Meteorologist Jeff Castle with 31 Triple Doppler.
AI cannot tell us what you're going to tell us.
Yes, and give you the context
Yes.
and explanation,
There
because
we go.
there are always, with this forecast and then of course many forecasts, little nuances that can make a world of difference as to the eventual outcome. But I will say this forecast has been very, very consistent.
That's good.
So not much has changed. If you like accumulating snow, hey, you're happy. If you don't, I'm sorry, but it just sometimes happens. Let's get right into it, though. Latest here on our 31 Alert Day coming up for your Friday. And again, we are expecting accumulating snow here across the Tennessee Valley. There could be still some limited icing potential, and we're going to chat a little bit more about that as we go through. We're still looking at the main window where this precip is going to fall, starting around 3 o'clock in the morning or so in the western part of North Alabama, out towards the shoals. And then likely by 9 o'clock Friday evening at the latest, everything is going to be moving on out, and then we're just dealing with the aftermath, with the travel problems that will linger for several days afterwards. Again, all of North Alabama, southern Tennessee included in this 31 Alert Day. All right, let's talk about the latest of timing. This is when it's really going to start to come on down, and it's going to start to accumulate. First, in the shoals between about 3 in the morning and 5 in the morning. Around the I-65 corridor, we'll shift that slightly between 4 and 6 a.m. Friday is when it will likely be starting and accumulating. And if you're over here into Sand Mountain, the wintry weather picking up sometime between 5 and 7 o'clock in the morning. Once it's here, it's going to be with us. It looks like it'll be fairly steady snowfall for a while. And then as we head into particularly the afternoon hours on Friday, that's when we may start to mix in a little bit of a frozen wintry mix. That's why totals in the southern part of the area will likely be a little bit lower than what we'll have in the far north. Kind of sticking to my guns here that we've been talking about, on average 3 to 6 inches of total snowfall. Higher amounts likely will be found southern Middle Tennessee, parts of the shoals, where the precip's likely to remain primarily snowfall. You hit the Tennessee River, that's where we may start to mix in, again, some sleet, some freezing rain, far south parts of the area, maybe even just plain old rainfall during the afternoon hours. So the totals will go down a little bit as you go south, but being that we're expecting pretty well all across the area at least several hours of just snowfall, it is going to add up. 3 to 5 inches for the Huntsville area to Scottsboro back towards Moulton, southern Coleman, portions of Blount, Marshall, DeKalb County, Etowah County, 1 to 3 inches. And keep in mind, if we do start to see some of this wintry mixing in, that snow will likely decrease a little bit, whatever is on the ground. This is the latest for potential ice, and again, mostly we're looking at it south of the Tennessee River, where we could see a few 1/100ths of an inch. We're going to have to keep a close watch on that, because you always know it's the ice, particularly freezing rain and sleet, that can really cause some significant travel problems. So we'll be monitoring that closely as this all comes together. Still nothing right now. Again, this is not until later Thursday night into Friday. So let's jump into a future radar. Tomorrow evening, 8 o'clock, our winter storm will already be going here. Parts of North Texas through Arkansas, parts of northern Louisiana perhaps as well. And this will all be developing in our direction as we head into early Friday morning. We'll stop it here around 3 a.m. Again, snow starting to get going out towards the shoals, and then it will spread eastward with time through the early morning hours. Again, Friday, 6 a.m., pretty well snow for everyone. You won't hit that wintry mix until you get a little bit closer to the Birmingham area. So we work our way through the morning hours. 9 a.m. still primarily snow here, North Alabama, southern Tennessee. But I want you to notice the pink here. That's the wintry mix. That starts to creep a little bit more to the north towards the Tennessee River by the lunch hour. This is because there are indications that there will be a very small layer close to the ground where temperatures go above 32 degrees, and that's when it really starts to get messy. Again, some rain may be the change over there in Birmingham by midday, and for us, that wintry mix continues, again, south of the Tennessee River through afternoon. And then as this starts to wrap up, the atmosphere gets a little bit colder again, so most of the precip will wind down heading into Friday evening, once again, as all snow. But at that point, it will be decreasing in intensity and starting to break up, so we won't see significant accumulations once that changeover back to all snow happens. By midnight Friday night, it's over with, and we're just dealing with the messy roads that will be sticking with us, it looks like, throughout the weekend, because it'll be a slow melting process for at least the first couple of days. Overnight tonight into tomorrow morning, the stories are cold. Kids will need to be bundled up at the bus stop. We'll start off at around 20 with some sun in the morning, and I am expecting a sunnier day tomorrow than what we've seen here the last few, but still cold coming home. Those temperatures will only be around the 40-degree mark. We're already getting school cancellations. Pretty much a foregone conclusion. There's not going to be school anywhere on Friday based on the current forecast. So tomorrow will be the last day this week. A day planner tomorrow, again, cold, 19 around 6 in the morning. We don't make it to above freezing again until probably around 11 o'clock or so. Tomorrow afternoon, though, back closer to 40. That'll be the warmest that we have seen all week long. 40 for Huntsville and Guntersville, 41 in Decatur, and 42 in the Shoals. Wave 31 Storm Tracker 10-day. Of course, we've got it highlighted here just to draw attention to it, if you didn't already know. 31 alert day Friday, again, accumulating snow, 35 for the high. That may be optimistic in some areas, may stay a little closer to freezing. Saturday, though, with snow on the ground, once again, struggle to warm up. So the melting process will be slow initially. Should start to pick up for us as we head into your Sunday, as we get back above the 40-degree mark. And by, I will say, the first couple days of next week, I think most of this will be gone. The Monday morning commute may still have some problems with slick roadways, but should see marked improvement as far as travel conditions go as we take you throughout next week.